This is kind of a simple example project, but I think it kind of helps show some important aspects though. So the company called Junkie worked with a manufacturing partner, and they came up with these dog tags. And I'll pull up the video here in a second. And so they approached us and said, how can we create an ad that would help sell these dog tags? And so we jumped in to figure out, okay, what should we do? How should we create this? What should we look at? So this is a good example of very first looking at the product and then getting some shots. So in this case, I actually did the filming on this, but if we were to do this with others, you would get them connected with a video professional. You'd send over the product and you'd give them some ideas to say, look, here's the concept, here's the ideas of what we're thinking, go ahead and film it. So the project started out where you have a bunch of raw footage. So you have clips of, if these will show, the boxes being placed down and opened. There's a couple different shirts that are on there. Here I just had my wife put on a shirt, and so you can kind of play around with different circumstances. And I was just basically, it's pretty, you can pretty much give it to a video professional, just let them kind of run with it. And so here we got some shots of the dog tag. And then also we got a video of Love Like a Mother, which is actually the Joy Junkie creator, Ariana. And she was talking here for a couple minutes about the concept of Love Like a Mother, where it came from. And so what we decided to do is to use this as our main narration, and then we wanted to weave in the product to kind of show that, to bring it to light and help other people understand. But we had to cut it down to 60 seconds. So we'd look through here on this project. I think I might have made comments, but we'd figured out that from about a little past 1 minute to the end was pretty good, and that's what we wanted the majority to kind of focus on. And we did a little bit at the beginning to help bring attention to Love Like a Mother, because in this longer video she took a while to kind of get to the concept and to help people understand. Then in this case, we didn't work with a designer. This was just working with one video professional, one editor. And so they went through and edited, put this together, put music. And then we did a couple renditions. This was nice because we were pretty close on the first one. We just had to make a couple of changes there to create this final piece. Now, since our primary market was going to be on Instagram, we wanted to make this 9:16. And so that was kind of the goal there. I'm going to just turn down my volume. Good. We decided to kind of put the text on there as we were speaking it, as she was saying it, and then filling it with different shots of the product. We also did some split screen where we had multiple things, top, bottom. We wanted to also show who was talking, and so she comes up. Here, let me show the kind of split screen here, showing the product. And she comes up for a minute. Oh, they have a thing with the Underground Railroad group, and so we featured some shots that were there from their website, and that was Ariana again. So we were just trying to help make it engaging to capture attention. So this is a good one for a social media standpoint. Are there some other things we could do to make this improved? Sure. We're on a tight deadline to kind of get this done. But in the end, I thought it turned out really well. We're under the 60 seconds, which we needed to do. So we're paying attention to the size, format. We used our footage the best we could. We kind of made it our own, put some good music to it, and have that out there for ads to run to help bring new customers in there. So in this process, I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. It's important for you to kind of look at this and say, well, what have I seen with other social media ads that are out there? So jump on some social media channels like Instagram and look and see what's there, get some concepts and ideas. And this also is a chance when you have something open like this where they say, hey, what should we do? We want to think about the brand, what connects with them, what style, what people kind of expect, but also be clear, maybe catch a little bit more attention. So you can be creative. You can come up with some new ideas. You can try to do some things. And often we'll create multiple versions, but this one we had to do pretty speedy. So we had to kind of fit it under a short time window and get it out there and just try to see what would work. So that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think this is really overly complex. One other thing just to note, with the brand not really having much behind it besides just a website, that left it kind of unknown for, do they have kind of certain style elements? And this is where you do want to think about that. You don't want to create a video that's drastically a different feel than their website. So you want to look at the website, and I'll just go there right quick. Obviously, it wasn't professionally designed. It's pretty basic. It's got some design issues, I would say, but it's overall on the clean side. They like the washed out brick is kind of a texture you kind of see in a lot of mom products right now. You can see the green kind of coming out. That's the only other color we had really there, but it's mostly black and whites. So in doing this, what do we do? How do we accomplish this? Well, it's a pretty open slate, but it means that we probably are going to stick with the black and white, maybe some grays, and also we want to keep the tones the same. So we're not really going to be putting in a bunch of warm tones. This is kind of a cooler, whiter background that they've got their products on, and so we're kind of following that same suit. And we did that pretty well. Most of the video was of the product, and so that was at the mercy of what you could kind of see there. But we kind of did the same thing where it's just all about the product and the holding of it and showing it and letting people see it. So that's pretty much all it was, plus the text and some other things. So anyway, I do think one emphasis to put in here is the fact of use your space. When you've got a vertical version, you've got top, middle, and bottom that you can cut the screen out. And I also love this last part here where we brought in the different products shots that were on the website. So, I mean, I think in the end we did a really good job in encapsulating this and making it fit the brand and the style of what she was looking for. So that's it.